2019 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view had some exciting moments, but the show featured some big booking blunders too. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 6 Elimination Chamber booking blunders. Number 1. Ruby Riott's wretched squash. Barring a botch in the ring, there was no way Ruby Riott was walking out of a match against Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey with the gold, but there was no reason to have Rousey squash her like this generation's version of Special Delivery Jones. This was a chance to build up Riott as a rising star, someone who still needs time before she holds singles gold, but who is someone for fans to keep their eyes on. Instead, she looked like someone who had no business vying for a championship or even appearing on pay-per-view. While Rousey needed to look dominant going into WrestleMania, there was no need to do it at Riott's expense. There are plenty of other women on the roster who could have done the job. We're looking in your direction, Alicia Fox. Number 2. Samoa Joe's early elimination. There's no question the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship was a great match. The WWE did an outstanding job continuing their build of Kofi Kingston, and they made the right choice in keeping the hemp belt on Daniel Bryan. Nonetheless, this was a chance for all 6 men to shine, and Joe certainly didn't shine by getting eliminated first. Sadly, Jeff Hardy wasn't even in the match yet when Joe was eliminated by AJ Styles. While Samoa Joe didn't exactly look like Glass Joe, he should have lasted longer, preferably helping to put Kofi Kingston over further. Joe lasting longer in the match could have also helped Daniel Bryan look even stronger as he faced a full array of opponents rather than benefiting from Joe's early elimination. Jeff Hardy could have been the one to take the fall early, as he is someone whose career is past his zenith, but Joe's elimination is another sign that the WWE just don't see him as a main event player. Number 3. Braun Strowman losing to Baron Corbin. If the WWE still gave out Slammy Awards, he'd easily win one for Worst Booked Wrestler of 2018 and be headed towards an early pick for 2019 as well, after dropping his match to Baron Corbin. Fans aren't just wondering why Strowman is still in a feud with Baron Corbin, let alone why he was in one to begin with, but why the WWE is booking the former monster among men so poorly. If the WWE wants to duplicate its feat of cooling off the once white-hot Bray Wyatt, all it needs to do is book a House of Horrors match between Strowman and Corbin at WrestleMania 35. Corbin's win over Strowman did nothing to advance their so-called feud and only made Strowman look like a mortal among men. Fans can only hope Strowman destroys Corbin in the near future and moves on to more credible opponents such as Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Number 4. Finn getting the pin on Lio Rush. Finn Balor winning the Intercontinental Championship was the right move for the former Universal Champion and a sign that the WWE hasn't given up on trying to build him back up into the main event. However, let's be clear, WrestleLamia isn't saying the Intercontinental Championship is the same prestigious belt as the one superstars like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock used as a stepping stone to the WWF Championship. Balor winning the match by defeating the hype man Lio Rush rather than the actual champion Bobby Lashley looked like a fluke win, and unless the WWE has Balor defeat Lashley cleanly, something which seems unlikely as Lashley seems to be headed for a showdown with Braun Strowman, his championship will be tainted, something no babyface should deal with. Number 5. Drew McIntyre's push coming to a halt. Drew McIntyre entered the main roster with a massive push. He was booked as a dominant monster and no doubt headed for the main event scene as one of Vince McMahon's chosen ones. McIntyre has still been booked strong, but his allegiance with Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley is a big mistake. Having him in another faction could very well mean that rather than being in the main event picture for after WrestleMania, he'll be stuck in a number of awful 6-man tag matches. It still makes no sense why these 3 are together. Before Baron Corbin was let go of his duties of being acting Raw General Manager, it made sense that Lashley and McIntyre would benefit from backing Corbin. But now that he has no power, why would they benefit from allying with him? The storyline will be lackluster at best, and sadly it will put McIntyre in the background. And number 6. Rewarding Jimmy Uso with the championship after his arrest. If the WWE's wellness policy is ever going to have any credibility, it needs to be consistently enforced. Case in point, the recent arrest of Jimmy Uso for allegedly confronting a police officer after his wife Naomi was ordered out of her SUV by Detroit police. According to a Fox News report, police pulled Naomi's SUV when she reportedly was caught driving on the wrong way of a one-way street. Uso was charged with disorderly conduct after the incident, where authorities claimed Jimmy removed his shirt and jacket and squared up like he wanted to fight, prompting the officer to pull his stun gun because he feared for his safety. While this in of itself may not seem bad, bear in mind that this isn't Jimmy's first brush with the law. According to the same Fox News report, he was booked on DUI charges in 2011 and again in 2013 after he violated his probation by driving on a suspended license. Last year, Uso's brother Jay, his real name is Joshua Samuel Fatu, was arrested on charges of driving while intoxicated following a live WWE event in Hidalgo, Texas. Having The Miz and Shane McMahon drop their SmackDown Tag Team titles is the next step in what seems like a looming breakup. But should the WWE be rewarding someone who has reportedly caused bad publicity for the promotion? They could have easily inserted another team into the title picture, but chose to reward Jimmy Uso. Well guys, there you have it. 6 bad booking decisions from the 2019 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. What do you guys think of these booking decisions? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.